On this episode, we talk musically with Musically Celebs. You ask questions, and I answer them. This is the Ask Gary V Show. Hey everybody, this is Gary Vay, Nerd Chuck, and this is episode 198 of the Ask Gary V Show. We've been completely out of rhythm with the show, India. I've been ridiculously busy. I haven't even really snapped all that much in the last 48 hours. It's been intense. And the other thing with the show, in these 190s, it seems like every episode now has guests. And I have two more for you on an episode I am super excited about. Much like I put out a video yesterday about me talking about Snapchat in 2014, I have a funny feeling that this video will be showing up in my social media in about 18 to 24 months as we get to talk about a platform that has really caught my attention over the last 6 to 9 months, 6 months really, called Musically. The two lovely ladies that are here with me are people. This is actually a really fun episode. Unlike what I could have done early on with Snapchat and brought people in that were doing extremely well on Snapchat, I kind of did what I normally did over the last decade with Twitter and YouTube and Facebook. I learned, I watched. This is the first time that I'm bringing people on the show in an environment where, because of my busy schedule, because of my own relationship with music, I'll get into that in a second, these two young ladies are much further along in their execution and understanding of Musically than I am, which is something I don't usually like to do with myself, especially in a public environment. So I'm excited because I think you're gonna bring a lot of value, not only to the audience, but to me, myself, and I like being selfish a little bit today. So why don't you, before we get into this show, tell the Vayner Nation who you guys are.
My name is Ariel Martin, but I'm also known as Baby Ariel.
And my name is Ariana Trejos, but I'm also known as They Love Ari. And basically, we're really...
Wait, did you guys rehearse that? That was very impressive.
No.
That was improv.
Yes.
Makes sense. That's why you guys are winning.
So it's a lip syncing app, and you could do any kind of lip syncing videos you want, to hip hop, to pop, to comedy, and you get to show your personality and be creative with it.
Real quick on the lip syncing part, I've been looking at it enough to know some people lip sync, but there's obviously other things people can be doing, interacting, acting through the music or different things of that nature, original music. Are you both lip syncers?
Yes, we do. We do.
Do you guys
both.
know each other?
Yes.
Like really well?
Since
Yes.
6th grade.
You guys live in the same town?
2
Like
minutes away
a
from
minute
each other.
away from each other.
And you both won on this platform?
Yes.
Before you get into what a few things, let's actually take it all the way back. Couple things. How old are you guys?
15.
Amazing. Next. Is that
We're
funny?
on the part.
Is that,
We're just in sync.
got it, respect. When did you guys first become aware of Musically?
Oh, well, I found it through Instagram.
Okay.
This girl posted a video, like, using it, and I asked her what app is that, because it looks really, like, fast motion and cool. So I asked her what app it was, and she told me Musically, and then from then, I showed my friends, and I happened to also show her.
And when did that happen?
May
That
18th.
happened May. Well,
I respect.
That's
May 18th.
That's
Okay.
That's the day I showed her, I'm pretty sure. And I was on it, like...
May 17th.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. May 17th, 3 3/4. Okay, and so okay, fine. You discover it in May.
Yes.
When did the app come out? In the U.S., do you know?
I think 2 years ago is when it started in its very basic form.
Got it right. It pivoted a little bit along the way. We'll have a more in depth. I think, India. I think what we'll
I'll
use.
send you guys
Yeah,
that.
and I think you know what? I think we waited longer than we even had to on our kind of complete guide to Snapchat. I think we might as well take our first step out at a complete guide to Musically, so we'll do that. Okay, so it's May, right? At that point, when she told you about it, that was the first time you'd heard about it?
Yes.
And nobody else at this point in your school, in 15, what are you guys, freshmen?
Freshmen.
Yes.
Nobody was talking about it just yet, right?
No.
Well, that was... Yeah, no,
That you
that was
knew
in
of.
8th grade. That was in 8th grade.
8th grade, got it.
And-
Right, last year, got it.
At that time, yeah.
What happened over the summer? Did it completely explode?
This summer, at that time we were just on it, like, posting random videos to our friends.
Yes.
But during the summer, that's when we started to make more and...
I got featured, I think most positive, it was the weekend of July 4th, but you were like a month before, kind of, in
Yes.
June, because I was there when you got featured.
Uh-huh.
She was like, oh my gosh.
So a piece of your content got featured by the app in
Yeah.
the featured area.
Basically,
and so
like-
what happened overnight? How many followers did you go from
I
to how
remember
many?
that week, that video got featured, and I got like 2,000 to 5,000 that week, and it just kept going, and I was kind of freaking out.
Yes. Now, do you, at this point, now how many followers do you have now?
Now I have 7.4 million.
I have 3.7 million. Yeah.
And so, are you at a place now where when you go, where do you kids go now? Like the mall or out
Yeah,
and about,
yes,
yeah.
people are rolling up on you?
Yeah.
Yes.
And are you taking a lot of selfies?
Yes.
And you love that?
I love it, yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't think as many as you, I assume, with those kind of numbers. And so, now what? What's been going on? So good. Through the summer, it picks up momentum. Like, did you, couldn't wait to the first day of school because you were curious on, what...
Yeah, we were nervous. We were like,
I was scared.
what if, like, everyone doesn't like us because we're getting so much, like,
You were worried about the
following?
haters.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like,
Those
at top of,
India's a hater.
I'm not a hater.
I'm kidding.
because it was like our first year in high school, so it was a bunch of new people, and we were scared.
And what happened?
It was
Fine.
fine.
Maybe the first week, one or two were like, oh my gosh, she goes to our school.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember the first day
So
people.
fairly good.
We were worried about, like, if people saw that we're growing so much, they would want to be our friends now and didn't want to be our friends before.
D-Rock has that problem now. Everybody wants to be his friend, and he's struggling with balancing if they actually want to be his friend or if they just want to be with D-Rock. Now, talk to me about, I know we're going to focus more on musically, but I want to bounce out for a second within social. Prior to that, what apps were you using January to May of this year, or last year?
Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter, Snapchat.
Yeah.
Great. And so where are you become a musically celebrity. Has that crossed over into your Instagram and Snapchat?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And then as I don't know if you're able to answer this because it makes sense to me. I have my notoriety on my platforms, but then I can act like my normal self in other places. Are you in a place right now, since this is all so new, that it's kind of hard for you not to be are you able to be your own person in those other apps? Like,
Yeah.
you
Yes,
understand your
Snapchat.
own in Snapchat.
Snapchat, you could take them around. Sometimes we will take them around our day, like what we do, or just basically be ourselves and show them who we really are, not just behind the camera.
But notice what you just said, to them. That's still fan base. How about to your inner, like in your life, like your 7 to 9 core friends or acquaintances?
Yeah,
What are you using? Are you Snapchatting
Yeah.
directly to them?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if I
Are
wanna
you using
see-
Twitter?
Yes. I
To
use
do
Twitter.
what?
To tweet.
Are you using Twitter? Let's go back. Prior to May, were you using Twitter to follow celebrities?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Twitter was
Instagram,
number
Twitter.
3 behind Instagram and Snapchat for you, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
'Cause
Do
I-
you even know have you ever heard of Facebook?
Yes. We're on Facebook. We're not as
I get it,
good
I
on
get
it,
it.
but
And have you started thinking about YouTube?
yeah, we
We
do
do YouTube.
weekly YouTube videos.
Got it. Now, what's happening? What is it right now? April. Okay, so freshman year is starting to wrap up, right?
Yes.
Right. So what's happening with the friends around you? Like, where is Musical.ly now sitting with the 15-year-olds? And more importantly, actually, do you have younger siblings?
I have a little brother.
How
have
is
a
he?
little
He is
sister.
12.
And what is he using?
He uses everything besides YouTube.
What's his order, in your opinion? Like, what's his favorite app?
He loves Musical.ly.
Of course, his sister's a fucking star. Sorry, can I curse with him?
okay.
Okay, and then I'm sure
He
you get way
loves
worse in the
Musical.ly,
comments.
and
he
And
loves
the-
Next,
Snapchat.
he's a very good Snapchatter. Like
Okay.
he's.
You respect his skills.
Yes, I didn't know you could be very.
Now,
skilled.
are his 12-year-old friends also using those 2 apps?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what's happening in high school? In high school, freshman class, Musical.ly and Snapchat, 1 and 2, or Instagram? Like, give me the ratings. This is complete data collection for me. Yeah, this is a personal episode.
I don't think Musical.ly has passed Snapchat.
Right. So it's Snapchat.
Yeah.
Where's Musical.ly and Instagram sitting in your opinion?
Your
class,
a lot
your
of
school.
none of my friends use Instagram like that no more at all. They usually just basically use Snapchat and Twitter. They don't use Instagram.
Snapchat and Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's getting up there. A lot of people are.
Why
not
is
even-
Twitter getting up there?
Because you're able to I guess they can
Buy
talk.
Twitter stock.
They can talk to each other on
And
Twitter.
you see a lot of funny videos, and it's just like so many funny things happen on Twitter. I don't know. I love Twitter more than
So
Instagram.
how are you guys, like, what is your family? I mean, like, let's show a little bit of this. Like, your families around here, there they are. Like, what do they think about? Like, what is your dad, like, what do they think
My
about?
mom was just like, at first she was like, oh, that's really good. And then like the first time I got noticed, she was like, this is real. Like, you're really getting noticed. Same as my dad. Like, my dad has been, this was recently about a month ago. We went to Key West and I got noticed and he was like, you're so right. Like, this is going somewhere. And then now everywhere we go, do you know her? Do you know her? This is my daughter,
Yeah,
Ariana.
of course.
I remember like the first month when it started, like I started to like really like blow up and we were all kind of like, what's going on? They were like, okay, get the domain name for babyariel.com. Get a YouTube channel right now, Ariel.
Who was saying that?
My dad.
Nice work.
And my mom also.
Nice.
I remember he was like, he the first week, he's like, get the domain name. We were getting the domain name, babyariel.com. And me and my mom looked at him like, are you serious, Jose? Come on. And now we're like,
Jose was right.
Jose was very right.
love
And we're
it.
like, thank God Jose got the.
So now what? So actually, let's go this route. What would you like to see? What do you think Musical.ly is doing well that you like better than the other platforms?
What I like about it is that you're not just, like, you don't just have to do lip syncing, you don't just have to do comedy. You can really make whatever kind of video that you want. You can add someone else's voice and you can lip sync to their comedy voice. You can lip sync to whatever.
You can also, like, there's a segment where you can import videos from your phone and add music into it. So let's say you want to put a Snapchat and you'll be like, oh, add me on Snapchat. Or then you visited somewhere really nice and you'll put it in and add some music.
You can add like a picture.
Do you feel like the music helps you create content in a world where other platforms,
Yes.
it gives you the springboard to do that?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people say, like, when they watch our videos on Musical.ly, it's kind of like telling a story with the lyrics. Like,
Yeah.
for instance, like, it
You're
says,
interpreting in your way, not directly what the lyrics are saying, but your version of what's
Exactly.
going
and
on
then you could do, like, expressions, so it just makes it all look like a real music video.
Have you discovered music that you would have never known about
Yes.
without
A lot.
Musical.ly?
Yes.
That has changed the things you like and things of that
Yeah,
nature?
I mean, I have like, how many Musical.ly videos? 450-ish, and like most of them I got like through other people's. It's cool, like you're exploring like different styles of music that I had never thought I would listen to just on a regular basis, and I learned a lot of words to all the songs.
Yeah, everyone's like, you know the words, and I'm like, on the radio, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that from Musical.ly, I did that one.
But sometimes like I only know 15 seconds of a certain
so
song.
they're like singing, I'm
Me
like,
too, I only know the hook. Now, real quick, are you guys just, like, you can't wait for summer vacation to start
Yes.
so that you don't have to spend those extra 7 hours in class. Now you can produce a lot more music.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. And so what about from a business standpoint? Like, have you guys, like, this is obviously all new territory. There's a lot of attention on you guys. Have you had brands reach out, or do you think, like, how are you thinking about your business worlds?
Yeah.
well, recently I just launched my nail polish line.
This is the best.
And Ariel, you have lipstick,
I have
right?
a lipstick line. Yeah.
We have websites with merch. Like, we each kind of do the same thing. Like,
Yep.
she has bracelets, I have bracelets, shirts,
I
we
get
have
it.
hats.
And how's it going? Well?
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
I was just saying.
That's great. I mean, listen, this is a business show, so this is exactly where we get to talk about it. That's great, guys. Well, I'm super happy for you guys.
Thank you.
All right, I think we should do a question.
Yeah, let's do a question.
Let's do it.
Casey asks, how many times does it take you to make a Musical.ly?
Well, Casey, it depends on the song that we're working on or the type of Musical.ly that we're working on. Certain songs might take us an hour.
Yeah, like, it's kind of like saying we're perfectionists. Like, if it doesn't look right,
Then I'll
you
do
can't
it
post
again.
Are you guys producing a lot of content together? Like, you'll go over to each other's
Yeah.
house and be like, all right, let's get to work?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's cool because since we live like a minute away
Right.
from each other,
Like, you walk?
We could
we
walk.
could. We
It's
don't.
like a literally like
What
a
do you do?
drive.
But you don't drive yet.
No.
You
Our
asked your
parents.
parents to drive 1 minute?
Well, the thing is like we do like events.
like, wouldn't walking be, like,
we do like events and stuff together. So like our moms will talk about like something that we're gonna do like
Like,
coming
if we
up.
do a meet and greet, we did one a month ago, right before spring break.
who's showing up to the meet and greets? Like, what percentage are girls of your age?
It's kind of like, it
It's-
ranges from like 6. I think the youngest
I
is like
told you.
6 to like 12, 13.
You're seeing
I've
a lot
had
of
like a
7.
17-year-old.
Yeah, 17. The oldest is probably 17.
17. This
What-
one girl this one girl came, she was 12, and her older sister was like 22, and she's like, my sister showed me her, and I really like you also.
Yeah, my cousin had a friend, and she's like, she's worked with this girl for like about 3 months or so, and she was like, oh, my cousin saw Musically pop up on her phone. She's like, you have Musically? And she was like, yeah, and I love those 2 girls. And she's like, Ari's my cousin. She's like, oh, no way. She's like, you're like 26. And she's like, I love Oreo too. They're like,
I mean,
yeah.
what's wrong with that? On American Idol, like people love just don't. You think 26 is old, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she
what
was like,
happens.
I mean, like,
not me.
That hurts Stefan.
my
right?
boss
That's
loves
gonna
it.
happen to you too, man. Okay, so what about this? How many boys show up to these things?
Maybe like 1 or 2 or 3.
So it's a dominant
Yes.
girl crowd.
We definitely have boys.
Yeah.
And is that good?
We
or
never
bad?
really.
I mean, they're cute. They're like
Yeah.
12, and they're like, oh, you guys should, like, they're just
Yeah.
And 12 is super
We're like-
young for a 15-year-old, right?
No, but
No. Like, we never really met most of our boy, like, supporters.
no, but no. There was like a meet and greet that like 5 to 8 came
Yeah.
boys,
Yeah.
which is like it's cool like to see.
course.
Like,
Yeah. They're like so nervous. They're like, hi.
hi.
You guys are famous chicks to them. That's nervous stuff. All right, India.
Luca asks, what makes Musically great? What's the future of it?
What I like most, I think, like it really like when I go on it, it allows me to be creative because I might want to do a comedy one and be funny that day, or I want to make a lip sync, and also depending on the song that I want to do, if it's a really sad song.
Like, will you make sad content when you're actually sad?
Yes.
Or will you make sad content when you're like, I've been doing a lot of funny, I've been doing a lot of this.
Both.
Yeah.
Both, because
Because you're strategic.
Exactly, because as much as I want to think of it as like, oh, whatever I want to do, like let's just do it. But if I did 10 comedies the other day, I can't do 10 more
How
comedies.
many pieces of content will you do in a day?
Sorry.
Try. And when it's a good day, like, yeah, I'm ready for some musicals. I'll do like 3 or 4.
Yep.
But it's kind of like I'm coming home, I'm tired. I'll do like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And
same.
for you?
But if it's
Same.
yeah,
And
if
what
it's
do you think
feeling really
what do you think
good,
you'll do the first day of summer?
a
Like
bunch.
10.
Yeah, just sometimes I'll be like, okay, Mom, leave me alone. I'm doing musicals, and I'll be in there for like 2 hours. Just
And
shooting
that's
a
an
blank.
acceptable thing, right? Like mom's like, oh crap. you're doing
Exactly.
Yeah,
music.
she
She
always
can't take my
love
phone
that,
away.
Yeah, she's like, she walks in, I'm like,
Mom.
she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then, like, if I get in trouble, I'm like, I can't take my phone away because I can't stop posting musicals because then they're going to be like, where's Ari or where's Ariel?
There's days like I'll.
What about the comments? So obviously comments, especially at the young ages that you're at, right? Like, how down do you get when the comments are mean, or
well-
like, how do you deal with positive versus negative comments?
At the beginning, when I first started,
Yeah.
there's a lot of comments and it was like mean. But then like I have a really like high esteem, so I was just like, I don't care. Like now I don't even look at my comments at all. I don't look
Right.
at none of them anywhere.
Because you don't want to get down
Yeah.
on the stuff that's negative. And
I actually started an anti-bullying movement
Yep.
because at first I got a lot of comments of the same thing, like just for stupid things like, oh, you're ugly, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Right.
And like instead of like pushing it to the side, because that's what most people I saw do, they just ignore it, I like tweeted about it and I was like, oh, this isn't right, because if I'm getting it, then who knows, like there
Sure.
might be another
Have you-
little girl that gets it.
Of course. And for many people watching, you're a little girl, so that makes sense. So real quick, have you thought about engaging the comments? Like, do you say thanks when people are giving you love and things of that nature?
Well, on Instagram, it's really hard to see because there's so much. Like, I have 1.1 million, she
Yep.
has 1.9,
Yep.
so it's hard to see. But Twitter's mainly where I notice a lot of people, and I'll favorite all the tweets
Got
when
it.
I tweet.
On
Right.
Instagram, like like she said, it's hard to do one by one,
Yeah.
but there's days where I'll post a picture of me hugging a supporter and say, like, thank you to everybody for
And how do you
all
think
the
about
love.
community in Musically?
Huh?
How do you think about the community
I
musically?
think it's positive. There's just some kids that are cruel and they'll just go on like to our page and just
Of
comment
course.
rude things.
Have you thought about engaging with them or incorporating them into your content?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking of that. I talked about that with my family the other day. I wanted to start doing like once a week, maybe a duet competition.
And
or
how do you guys
something.
think about collaborations? Obviously, I assume, and
I
you're
love
doing,
collaborations.
I love
think about
collaborations.
collabing with
There's
each other. That was easy. Have you done a lot of collabos?
But yes, not a lot. I've done one with, I don't know, 3 or 4. Yeah, 3.
Do you get
people.
asked by a lot of people that are trying to build up their musicallys to do a collaboration?
Not really. If I collab with someone, it'll probably be like my cousin because she's also musically and she loves it. So, but I usually, if I like, well, we're going to actually an event in like a week or so, like 10 days. It's called Playlist Live.
Yep.
And all of our friends that we're in a group chat with are going to be there, so they all want to collab, and we're very excited.
T-Rock. Let's get over there and collab. Okay. India.
Paul asks, will Snapchat ever allow us to sort our friends into groups? If not, why?
I really hope they add like a friends list or maybe change that aspect up a little bit.
Yeah, because sometimes I want to send it to a person, and then I'll accidentally click a wrong name and send it to the wrong person. I'm like, oh, sorry. So maybe they should be able to like let you choose friend groups that, like, let's say Justin Bieber. I want to send to Ariel, this so-and-so. Maybe I should have like a friend list, like this group I want to send to this group.
My point of view on that Indian crew is, I think what Snapchat and Musical.ly have done really well as the next generation platforms that have attention is they've not followed the historic patterns of the other platforms, which I think has brought a lot of relevance to this demo. So I think they'll be very calculated. I mean, I think Evan's clearly shown over the last 3 years that he has no interest in paying attention to what everybody else wants him to do with the product, and I think he'll be pretty calculated with where he goes with it. I think even if the demo is pent up and asking for it, they're not going to be so quick to add that feature. I think they clearly want to be the #1 messaging app in the world, hence why they put so much into this latest update. Speaking of which, how did you like the latest update in the Snapchat, like being able to go with
I don't like that when you...
too many things?
I don't know. I like the filters and everything. I just don't like the story part where when you're done watching someone's story, it
goes to the next
automatically
one.
goes
Yes.
to the next one. I don't like that.
It's too much effort for you to just go up and get out of it?
Well, sometimes like it just comes
Your
quick.
finger's bothered. Maybe the
Like-
nail polish is too wet and you don't want to do it.
Sometimes it's like if you get onto it and I just click it out, it's still there showing that it's a recent update, and that bothers me. I like to clear it out.
Understood. And for you?
Yeah, I agree.
What about the chat, one-on-one chat function? Apologize, I'll go right back.
That's okay.
Yeah, I like the
D-Rock,
chat.
you know I did that for everybody to leave a comment.
Oh, yeah.
My people love to leave comments that I interrupt. And
Oh.
so I interrupt on purpose because I love the hate. So, what's your point of view on the chat aspect?
The chat aspect, I think it's cool. I haven't really gotten a chance to,
Really delve into it?
yeah.
Just making too many musicallys.
Exactly.
So, I got one last thing I definitely want to know. One more time, in the collective high school you're in, if you had to have one net score, freshmen to seniors, the ranks, just your opinions, the #1 app is Snapchat right now?
No, Twitter. For my school, it's Twitter.
Really?
Yes.
Twitter.
And
Twitter's the #1, like, if you, the #1 across all users of all 4 grades, the amount of people that are on it and
Twitter.
using it.
Yeah, Twitter. Because everyone's like, did you see
This
this on
is
Twitter? Did you see
unbelievable.
Twitter. I'm
Twitter
like,
videos.
This,
Yeah.
wow.
What's your Twitter? Da, 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 da.
Very
Follow me on
interesting.
Twitter.
And next is probably Snapchat.
Yeah,
Yep. And then,
definitely. And then, I don't know.
Instagram?
At our school, not a lot of people really like, I mean, they don't like Musical.ly. They think it's cool that we do it.
yes.
But they don't really go on it. Like, they've made some here and there, and they're like,
Yep.
oh yeah. And then they'll come up to me like,
Are they consuming? Because I understand making versus consuming is a whole nother thing. I mean, I do think the barrier of making a very good Musical.ly is harder. I do think one of the things that Snapchat has going for it is you can be like, psh, like there's clearly a creative level in Musical.ly similar to YouTube, similar to other platforms, similar, by the way, of early Instagram, and this is actually where I think Musical.ly goes. I think Musical.ly now has a threshold of creative that I'm very curious, does it go the route of YouTube and continues to be important and always important, or does it go the route of what Instagram did? Because early Instagram, you'd had to have, like, it was really photography skills.
Yeah.
Like, that was the early crew, and then it mainstreamed out. Watching this mainstream out from afar for me in your demo and younger, especially as you start seeing these 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds, it'll be interesting to see if people are willing to not make perfect music. Are you going to be in a place in 24 months where you'll be thinking differently of the level of a Musical.ly that you need to make versus the way you're thinking about it today?
That's a hard question.
Yeah.
So you just want to show how you make one?
Yeah.
Like just a quick 1 minute demo of how you make one, because it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Any song in particular?
No, your favorite.
Okay.
You pick.
What was the song you guys did this morning? It was good.
Blessings.
Yeah, didn't you do it together?
Oh, that.
me, myself, and I.
You wanna do that one?
Oh, I
Yeah,
love that song.
basically it's you just choose your phone. Choose
You can
your
get up,
song.
Why don't you get up with it and we'll,
Can you explain it? Wait, go back so you can see the music part. Oh, so there's different settings. It's epic, slow, normal, fast, and laps. Epic is fast, right?
Epic? Here, I'll show you.
I think.
Click on it.
Yeah. Obviously
You don't know
can't
how to do
this.
it.
So slow is gonna be in fast. And normal is normal, and then fast is what we use, and it's in slow motion. And it just combines it to being fast. It looks cool. And then there's a timer that they just added, and now you can switch the camera, and also you can cut the music to where you want to put it.
And they provide you with 30 seconds if it's on, because they have songs on there, but you can also get it from your own library, and you can choose from the whole song.
And have you been happy with the speed in which the feature updates have been coming?
Yes.
From Musical.ly?
Yes, very happy.
All right, good.
So you want us to make one?
Yeah.
Together?
That'd be fun.
Together?
Good.
Okay, ready?
It's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. 'Cause I got me for life. I don't need a hand to hold. Even when the night is cold, I got that fire in my soul.
That's how it is.
Love it. India, let's clap that up.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it comes out fast. Like that.
Good for you guys. All right, let's. I'm gonna wrap this up. When I have guests on, they get to ask a question of the day of the audience. So these people are very, very old, like 25 to 40, who are watching. and so, what question would you like to ask that demo in the context of where your world's at right now? You each can ask one question.
Howdy.
Is there anything you're curious about of what maybe that business world thinks, or just that demo thinks? Like, what's your gut?
Probably.
This is hard.
Because I have a lot of questions, but I don't know where to go.
You can go anywhere with it. You need to play some music?
Huh?
Just go ahead.
Okay. Maybe.
Does it have to be a question or a
No.
statement?
You can
I
do whatever
think
the hell you want.
For like an
You want
older
a statement of the day?
yeah.
You like statements,
Statement
right?
of the day. This is the
You got things
statement
to
of
say.
the day. So I think Musical.ly is a well-rounded app, and it's for all ages. And I think that older age groups should be able to do it too and express how they want. Maybe they could use like songs from their past when they were a child and bring it back.
The old days.
Yeah, bring it back to like the new days and show them like, oh, this is what I used to
Have you
listen to.
noticed some of the older, like, have you seen an older demo starting in the last couple
There's
of weeks, 2
some-
months?
There's some people that are older and they start using it, which I like it because I like old school music personally.
And what do you consider old school, like the early
Like,
2000s?
Well, my mom is like 37, I think. So she was born in like the 80s and 90s music,
Yeah.
so I listen to 90s like DMX,
yeah.
Biggie, and all that. So like I've done
Old stuff.
yeah, I've done musically to a lot of old school songs
Yeah.
because she loves when I do them.
Yep.
And yeah, I think it would be great for older people to try it, and maybe it'll bring back their childhood and like memories from like.
We love
Yeah.
memories. Thank you. You got a question or statement?
So based on that, then will you guys try Musical.ly and try it out, and how do you guys think it will be, or how do you like it and everything? So
I love it. Ladies, thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you for having us.
thank you for
So
having us.
fun to
Yeah,
have you guys.
that's
I wish you
fun.
nothing but the best. Let's do this. These ladies came all the way out here to have this amazing show, gave us a lot of insight. Buy Twitter stock. And let's one of the things about this show is, I want actions. I want to help a lot of you. I do see this as a platform that is going to continue to age up. And more importantly, Musical.ly is big enough right now that you have to take the bet. Will Musical.ly become Snapchat and Instagram? My early intuitions are, I think it's got a real shot. Could it become a Yik Yak or a social cam? Sure, I mean, that's part of the game, but it's already at a scale and a size right now that for every one of you, 49-year-old Don, construction worker, the children, not parents, all of you need to go figure out, and especially, by the way, I alluded to this, music, much like photography, is not something that comes very natural to me. I already know, and listen, I put out 2 music, I haven't done anything. I haven't lip sung, I haven't done anything yet, but I'm desperately I've been thinking of you know what? I'm just gonna make Rick Ross hustling video, music over my day to day, because that's what I'm doing. I think we all have to challenge ourselves to figure out our creative outlet in a platform that's growing, and especially for a lot of you that have brands that want to sell to 13 to 25, this is a demo that's going to live in this platform as we head into, and the reason I brought up summer quite a bit, if you look at the historic nature of social networks, enormous growth happens in that summer when they're all home and they can produce more and they can talk more and they're not tied up. So I think we're just on the verge of a very important 3-month period for this platform, and I would take that very, very seriously. Ladies, thank you again. Good luck with your
Thank
shirts
you.
and your lines and your lipstick lines and your nail polish lines. India, you like that? That was impressive, right?
Really impressive.
You keep asking questions, we'll keep answering them.